Hey guys, we're in Loveland, Colorado, protesting those facts that I understand quit their job. Cowards. They need to be held accountable. Loveland, Colorado. Huh, what a name. Not when we have police state in Loveland, Colorado, right? Laquita, hi sweetie. Looks like a lot of older people here today in Loveland, Colorado, out protesting. Hi, ladies.
Interned with us.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm streaming on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
We're out here protesting with the Loveland Police Department. I understand that the two officers involved have quit.
Actually, there are 3 who've resigned.
They've resigned.
Yeah.
Well, cowards.
Yeah.
Cowards. They need to be held accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at a picture of your flowers. Cutie. Fish rat from the head down. And you know what? If there's apples in a barrel that are spoiled, you have to throw out the whole barrel.
And these are the ones that need to go first.
They have resigned, I understand.
No,
Some
these
of
are,
them.
These aren't the
not any
officers
of those.
involved.
Those are not the officers involved. Who are these people?
The sergeant is.
You want to know who those are?
Yes, I do.
This is like a police, I would call him sergeant, who's in charge of the supervision of those kids.
He's also a trainer.
He's a
A
trainer.
trainer.
This Steve Adams is the manager. City manager has the authority to fire people.
Right.
Overcash is ward 4 counselor.
And
who's,
also a police liaison.
Yeah, on the police advisory board. Steve Olson is also a counselor that is on the police advisory board.
Great. And let me get a picture of your side. Elderly protected from COVID, protected from the flu, but in Loveland, Colorado, what an ironic name, not protected from the blue. I want to see your other.
Be a little ironic there.
Yeah, you're very
Where are
ironic.
you from?
Actually I live in Castle Rock, but I stream in Denver.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, so I was born in Denver and I lived in Colorado my whole life. So same thing on this other side. Thank you, honey. Let me get a picture of your flower.
Hello.
Hi. I can get a
Hi.
picture of your flower. Oh, thank you, honey.
Thank you.
Exactly. What if it was your grandma? You know, I guess they're indiscriminately abusing all of us. And I understand that the officers involved have resigned.
I think that's, yeah.
Cowards. They're cowards. Puppy dog. Sorry, honey. Did I walk right in front of your shot?
I do the same when I go to rallies. Some people, like, their job is real, like a job season. It's nice to do that. I've left my privacy back in the car. I do the same. I say I'm going to take a picture and, Some people put a sign up in front of their face. That street would be a good location because it's public safety. On the weekend, it's free, so you don't get all the cars. You're gonna hold that. Thank you. Thank you. And then it gets down to 1,000. What's your name? Leanne? Leanne. Here. You're lovely. Thank you for your service. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. Do you guys want flowers? Yeah, for sure. Okay, whatever one you want. No. Perfect. Yeah.
We're all together here. They're way over there.
Who's here? Oh, I left my glasses in the car. Who's it, Kenny? Carrie? Carrie. Hi, Carrie. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you all doing? So it's good to see most people are wearing masks up here in northern Colorado. Hey guys, did you ride your bike all the way up there?
No. Just around the corner.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, really? Did you ride your bike all the way up there? It took me a long time in my car.
How come there was two groups? Looks like the other group's coming over here now.
I thought that they were like setting up. Are they protesting or are they just having like
I don't
a
know.
fair or a sale or something?
It looked, yeah, like there's products or something.
Yeah, I think that's a different group.
Oh, okay.
People are just parking over there and walking over this way. Let's see.
Thanks.
Yeah. Kind of rough
So
day.
we have a helicopter circling us.
9 News is here apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, hi Cindy, how are you? So, well, good. It's good to see people from Denver come up.
Yeah.
And it's good to see that most people are wearing masks.
Yeah.
I was wondering about, northern Colorado here.
Right.
But, of course, this isn't the mega crowd, so we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
It's kind of funny you come to like a protest in the burbs and
Sorry.
like something like you see like American flags and things. You're like, wait a second.
Wait a second. It's
Counter protesters?
I know, it's a little different from where we are, huh?
Exactly. A little different than Denver.
A little different from Denver. But I'm so glad there's a lot of older people here today because they don't want to be treated that way by the Loveland Police Department.
My mom had pretty severe dementia before she passed away.
Yes.
So yeah, it kind of hit home to see how she was treated.
It was obvious that right from the get-go that she had dementia. She had no idea what was going on. You know?
It was awful.
It was awful.
And then to see them
laugh
around,
about
I mean,
it.
Oh my god.
So did you realize that those 3 officers involved have resigned?
No, I didn't follow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So that just happened recently.
I bet they were strongly encouraged to resign.
Yeah.
Well, they
Like
need to be,
resign or be fired, something like that.
well, they
maybe?
needed to be fired and they need to be held accountable.
Yes.
But the thing, aside from just them, it's like what kind of culture?
It is.
And,
It
you
is.
know,
This
it's
is
just like
not
it's a
working.
game to
The
go
system
out
is not working for us.
$13. She shot.
Right.
It had to be obvious that there were issues.
So
How
what?
different it would have been if we had a resource officer at like the store.
Right.
Yeah, there should
Right,
be a
and we-
different phone number.
Yep.
For,
Right,
agree.
and I
for,
think
like if it's a mental health or something strange issue,
that's why we need
nothing
to.
violent, then it should be like 711.
Right, that's why we need to defund the police. They don't need to be going out on calls like that. And what it boils down to is the system that is protecting the capitalist ventures. He was protecting Walmart against a human being.
Yeah.
He was
wasn't protecting Walmart.
There was-
He was doing his thing that he loves to do.
Oh, yeah.
There's something in my mind about the personality of people that want to be.
watching
And
him.
there's
Not
a plus
handling
and
the
a negative
situation.
with the video cams or the body cams. I mean, it gives us a lot of information, but it also gives them like this moment where they can look and be like, look what I did, right? And look back at like the videos. I mean, it's just so disturbing.
It is very disturbing. It's very disturbing. There are
And to
public
laugh.
servants to laugh at it.
So what were what were the injuries she suffered?
They dislocated her shoulder
Yep, I knew that.
and they broke her wrist.
And her wrist.
Yes, and they broke her wrist.
And
So
just
there was
hearing
3
her.
things. There's something
There
else.
may
Broke
be
her arm, too.
Well, it talked
Maybe.
about pelvis, but I don't know if that was true.
All I know is about the shoulder and the wrist.
The protest was over there. I parked over there.
I did too.
Yeah.
I think most people did, but I think they're selling something over there.
Somebody finally came here and figured out we were allies, and they went back there to tell her. They should be coming. They should
Yeah.
be coming over here.
Awesome.
So there's someone over there that looks super familiar. This guy with curly hair, Dave, and like a purple shirt. Looks familiar to me.
Look how hairy that dog is.
Next to behind the person with Justice for Karen Garner. Anyways, just looks totally familiar to me.
The guy with the beard?
No, young. He's got curly brown hair and a purple shirt.
I can't hear you. What?
Patients and cameras are over there.
Okay.
That's where they're trying to get everyone to be. Over there in that field.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh, we're gonna move over there.
That's where they have the petitions and the cameras.
Okay, thank you.
Volunteer my work.
Oh, good. You want to go over there?
Yeah.
Come on.
What, your bike
Let's
too?
lead the crowd.
Oh, but anyway, I did.
That's the way to do it.
Well, we were exercise.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's go.
Who were you looking at with the purple shirt, Becky? I still
Right
don't
here.
see
This guy,
them.
purple shirt right here. Curly brown hair. Just looks so familiar.
Yeah. I don't know.
I know.
Or I don't recognize them. Who knows?
I'm just going to bring up the rear. I just want to see who's here. Like,
Yeah, that's a good idea. No rush.
I don't know where we're going.
And this girl coming over in like the dress with the green, partly green hair, she looks familiar. If you can see her, she's got like a checkered shirt dress right there.
Which person?
Right here with the red and blue dress. Okay.
Ready to take charge of
I'm just imagining I know all these people.
Look, Mike. I know. It's not falling apart or anything. I know, it's really nice. It's really nice.
Alright. I am gonna
So anyway, you're moving? Where are you moving to?
Durango.
You are? Oh my God, I'm jealous.
I don't have a place yet. I have an office, but I don't have a place yet.
So you're going to sleep in your office?
We're moving all the shit there tomorrow or
Yeah?
tonight after this. I came here. We just finished getting all the shit out of this office.
Uh-huh.
We have a U-Haul sitting on Wadsworth.
Uh-huh.
And
Hi, I'm
70.
Carol.
This is Carol.
Nice
One
to
of
meet
my
you all.
homies, one of my camera buddies watches
Yes.
my back.
Yes, I
I
do.
watch hers.
Yes, we do. We watch each other's back. I love you, Mike. He impresses me so much. He impresses me so
I
much.
can't wait to tell the story of the troubles we've been through this week.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be like, there's no freaking way you made it. So this moment in time right now, literally.
Are you
there's
taking
no-
your son with you?
Nobody was, no.
No.
This is a business venture with the guy that helped me out with my case, my
Yes.
assault case.
Yes.
So
Oh, you're moving your offices to Durango.
moving the office is Durango. I still am renting with my roommate here in Golden.
Right.
But that's mainly so that I have somewhere to store my bed and stuff until I
Right.
figure this out.
Right. Until you find a place, right? Why is it digging at me? So I went to the
I'm gonna go up on live real quick.
good. Oh, people in Loveland aren't used to this. People walking in the streets. Are they? I said people in Loveland aren't used to people walking in the streets. Yeah, they don't like us walking the streets and blocking traffic and
Blocking traffic is one thing. It doesn't mean stopping. Slowing traffic is different.
It is. It's just a little inconvenience, and that's what a protest is all about, right?
Bring attention.
Well, they expect us to just stand on the corner and be quiet, right? I know they don't want to. They don't want to see. They don't want to hear. They want to be inconvenienced. And this is right. This is a little good trouble, right? Little good trouble. But we don't want people in Loveland getting used to, who's this? Getting, getting used to police brutality of the elderly, right? Hey. There you go.
There's always something closer to home for them.
Right.
Let's go over there.
Can you show me your sign, guys? Justice for Karen Garner. I saw you sign, honey. Serving and protecting manners and end police brutality, please. 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 Hi, honey. Did you do that? It's beautiful. Yeah. I love it. Hi, Jill. Are you watching still? my fellow justice warrior, Jill. Hey, Jess. Hey, Cindy. Here in Loveland, Colorado. Justice for Karen Garner. Stop police brutality. Oh no, they're just brutality. They're brutalizing us all. This doesn't. The bounds have no limit. And we've got a petition. Do you have a petition going on here? Yes. What kind of petition you got going on here?
There's two petitions.
Right.
Yes. We have one that is for the petition of justice,
right,
and that one will cover all of the officials and police officers involved in the case that have not taken action, and their termination or recall.
Is this only for Loveland residents?
It is not. You can go ahead and put what county you live in if you're outside the county, just to show that you were here to support this mission.
I will.
This one is for the petition of police reform and re-education requirements. It's also to ask for a hearing for us to be heard as a community, and state what we require from our police officers that we pay.
Yes, exactly. They are our paid servants.
Our servants. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Can I get a picture of your flowers, guys?
Yeah.
Justice for Karen Garner.
Yes.
End police brutality. Hi. I'm okay. How are you?
We do have, yes, we do have, I'm sorry, sweetie. No, you're fine.
Speaking, we'll have a moment of silence. We'll also have a couple of songs to sing together. One of them is We Shall Overcome. So I'm really excited about this, and I'm so happy. We're probably pretty close to that now. Okay. Yeah. We wanted to make sure that we had enough of a group before we began. So I think probably in the next 15-20 minutes we'll start that. Yeah.
I'll try to stick around.
Thank you so much. Can I shake your hand, or can I shake yours?
We got hand sanitizer right here. I have some in my car.
You know what? I don't sign my name.
Do you guys need hand sanitizer? I could get some. I got some in my car.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Myself to, and that I'm willing to sign my name to and be heard in the public eye.
Oh my eyes! It's really hot today.
We have to have a voice.
Sweat is running into my eyes. We're gonna go get some hand sanitizer because I'm weird about that.
I just am so grateful for the turnout. I'm so grateful for the publicity. I'm so grateful for all of it. Like, we can't make change unless we have this. So, yeah, it does. Thank you so much. Yes. I think three's good. I just have to but that one will work there, and then I can do this. Hello. Awesome. You guys are so awesome.
mean, maybe he just fired out. Not really fighting.
I was thinking
He was
that maybe if
those people back there are like they're like, I usually don't get into this space for all these things.
Andrew, I think it's working.
With the paper pointing kind of camera.
Looks like a miniature raft area. I don't know.
And then also, if you guys did not have a chance to bring flowers, you're more than welcome to take a flower.
Running commentary.
We will have a moment of silence to have some music and some announcements, and I'm just excited. Thank you guys. An umbrella, probably. I have a line to sign something. I have a little and yeah,
Ginger, come here.
in that cubby thing.
Nope.
We have those green ties in the wagon. One of those will tie into my
Are these for anybody?
yeah.
Can I grab one?
So it's right in the wagon.
Yeah, help yourself.
Thank you. So that green ear wiring thing, it's like in the pocket. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I just want to say thank you for coming out.
Yeah, sure, I'm with you. Sorry, you're fine.
When we first started this, I thought it would just be cool next year. And you guys have really shown a lot of support for Karen. It made a big difference. And I just want to thank everyone for coming today.
Oh, hi.
I just want to thank you all.
Hi, I was looking for them.
The board is okay. So area 34 and 11. Yes, sir. I do have a gift basket. It's right there. With that.
This one?
Yes. If you want to place gifts in
So
there.
it's kind of like flowers
Yeah,
and
we can-
anything else.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So appreciate that. How are you, sir? Good. I've got 2 petitions. So one is for the justice side for Karen Garner and all the people involved in that case. The other one is for them to This is a different one. This one is for a petition for police reform and education requirements for our police. We also are asking for a hearing in that to be heard by the community so that we can make some changes.
Sorry guys. Had to get the hand sanitizer.
On disabilities, particularly with memory, dementia, and speech aphasia, things that will prevent them from going from 1 to 100 and dealing with these types of incidents. Also that I think a good problem solver could be to have mental health professionals on the police force working with them, so that they can help de-escalate situations and work with people who are struggling with their mental illness with law enforcement officers.
Amen!
All deserve to be treated with dignity, human dignity. That was not seen in this case. And that is a disgrace. It's a disgrace on this Loveland Police Department, and there needs to be change.
Starting at the top.
There needs to be proper vetting, psychological testing, and psychological testing should occur throughout a law enforcement officer's career, because those issues can change. Last, I would like to say, because I know Jen will speak to mental health issues a little bit more, I'd like to give a personal few thoughts. I watched the Chief Dicer's announcement yesterday, and I was happy that there's a start by the 3 officers leaving the force. However, that's only a beginning. Much more needs to be done.
Woo! Right on!
In my opinion, Chief Dicer needs to step down himself.
Amen!
Right on. And others along with him who were involved in this incident.
Absolutely!
I think that we could have a citizen advisory committee to work with the police force to help solve problems in the future. We have a petition, obviously, for some legal things that can take place, and Jen has done a great job of explaining those to you. I hope you all will sign. I'm a little tired, so I think I'm going to end with this. Yes. And just want to say thank you to everyone for coming out. Thank you so much.
Thank you!
I have some.
We got some.
Thank you. Thank you, Don. My legs are a little
You got it?
shaky.
Yeah.
Twist his arm.
Did he just shake my side?
Can everyone hear me? Yes! What's up, Loveland?
Justice!
Why are we here?
For justice!
Karen Garner, Keenan Stuckey, anyone else who's been mistreated, brutalized, or otherwise had their civil and human rights abused by the Loveland Police Department. Raise the flowers high.
Yes, indeed.
I got goosebumps seeing you all here. Thank you. Do we want change? Yes! Where does it start?
At the top.
Right here.
It starts here. And we take it to the top.
That's right.
We all have a responsibility to carry this message to everyone in this town we know. People who are scared of change, people who think what we're talking about is abolishing a police force. That resistance is very real here in Loveland, and we've seen it over the last year. So we are the advocates. We can be the ambassadors for this change, but it comes from us. This is our town.
That's right.
Right?
Our town.
Whose town?
Our town.
Whose town?
Our town.
Whose town?
Our town.
Tell your city council members whose town it is.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Thank you.
Your city council works for you.
That's right.
Steve Adams, the city manager, who's been given far too much power by this city council, works for them.
Yep.
He works for us. He alone has the responsibility and the authority to take change from the top down at the Loveland Police Department. Put him to task. How do we do that? Put him out. No. Start here. We use our voices, right? We use our voices. I see a lot of voices here.
Hey, Shay. This gentleman has a story.
I would love for this gentleman to come tell his story. Use your voices. Get loud.
Our town.
Our town.
Our
Whose
town.
town?
Our town.
Whose town?
Our town.
Whose town?
Our town.
Let's do this. I
All
love
right.
you, Loveland. Love you. Sir, what's your name?
John Walsh.
John Walsh. Ladies and gentlemen, John Walsh.
All right. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I'm like, I'll be able to talk tomorrow.
Does anybody know if this works?
It doesn't have a microphone. It's just for recording. Sorry.
I can't hear you. We can't hear you, hon.
Hold the mic to your mouth.
We can't hear you.
Hold the mic to your mouth.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Closer.
Bring it all the way.
Closer?
Yeah.
That's better.
Come closer, huh? That sounds sexual.
Woohoo!
My name is John Walsh. I'm a resident of Loveland, Colorado. And I fell into a state of dementia. And instead of being properly institutionalized, like I should have been as a veteran, I wound up in prison. And while I was abused in prison, I wound up with 4 heart attacks, 2 strokes. I now have a defibrillator implanted in me, and I have what they call a AAA aorta aneurysm, all from being abused while I was in prison in Colorado, until they finally realized what they did to me. But that took over 7 years. So, pardon me?
That's not good.
No, it wasn't good, but I'm very happy that I've recovered, because very few people recover from a state of dementia. But I also have what they call dissociative amnesia, where I lost my memory for the latter 25 years of my life. What would you like to know? That's what's important.
Why are you here?
Because I think what happened to Karen is atrocious.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't do that to a normal lady, you know. And what I also didn't hear anybody talk about is, why did Walmart take a stand? Okay, here you got the richest in-store retailer in the world, and they did absolutely nothing. She wanted to pay for that merchandise, she left, okay? And then walked 2 blocks from home, and here's some cop saying to her, well, I'm not going to play your game.
takes her, twists her wrists behind her back, and cuffs her up. And you don't do that to an old lady.
No, you don't.
No. Okay. First of all, you know, she's 73, I'm 75. But if you look at my skin, you can see what they call the top layer of the skin. The epidermis shrinks with age. You're so easily bruised when you're cuffed up, especially in the back. I was cuffed up once in prison in the back, and they lifted my arms up. So, but I want to talk about Karen and what happened to her. It's so unfortunate, you know. Her sister said that, you know, she's getting worse. Yes, the worst thing you can do with anyone with dementia is traumatize them. She's going to get worse, you know. I don't know what else you'd like me to say. I didn't come prepared to say anything. I wanted to give her family a copy of the book I wrote on mental illness. I wrote a sequel to that, so we published in 3 months, and it has a chapter in it about what happened to Karen.
Thank you.
What's the name of the book?
Pardon me?
What's the name of your book?
Oh, thank you. The new book is called Elderly Lives Matter Too. And it talks about, you know, there's 49 million elderly people over the age of 65 in this country. And that's why I couldn't understand why Walmart didn't take a stand.
Yes.
You know?
Agreed.
And say, hey, you know, our people acted improperly, they made a mistake, but a mistake admitted quickly shrinks in size. A mistake that's buried for 10 months grows inside, and everybody starts wondering, why?
Yes. That's right. Yes.
You know,
Why?
Why didn't people know for 10 months what happened to that lady?
They did.
Exactly.
They said they didn't know. Well, how many days a week do you take elderly people to the hospital? How many days a week do you incarcerate 73-year-old women? You know, a mother of 3 and a grandmother of 9? You know, I believe without the elderly, none of you would be here.
Absolutely.
Think about that. None of you would be here. She bore you. But what do we like to do with the elderly? We blame them. We say, oh, my parents did this, my parents did that. Now I'm saying it's time, if you're going to blame them for your weaknesses, also give them credit for your strengths. And they could have aborted you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you very much. Okay. Hi. Can you push it right up against the mic? This mic? Okay, so what is wrong? We have to kind of hold it a little bit more closer. Okay. I put some pressure on it. Okay, sounds good. Okay, let me put it over here. Here on this. Can't hold the flower on this side. So I'm gonna do this. All right.
Hey everybody, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Hey, my name is Jen Allen Castaneda. I appreciate you being here. I am so thankful to get to work on this project with Morgan because it is so important, obviously, to our entire community. And I just want to thank you again for your participation, your time, your energy, and just your willingness to support Karen and her family in their fight. They have had their case denied 3 times by the district attorney's office this far, and now there's a federal lawsuit. So the reality is, you know, when we're told by the police chief that he had no knowledge of this 2 weeks ago, that is a flat out lie. Absolutely. Because he had absolute knowledge of this. So I don't want any more of the police brutality against our citizens. Whether you're well or sick, it's unacceptable. But what I want to say is that for Karen and her family, this means so much to them, and they deserve this from us as well. But what I really want to make sure that everyone's aware of is that this is just an informational day for us to spend time together in a community to make the change happen. Today is the start, my friends. It's not the end. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do. And so I want to ask everyone, if you've not signed the petition, to please do so. I will make it available digitally as well in the next few days. So if you don't get an opportunity to sign, then please do that electronically. I also want to thank Karen's family for their dedication to their mom. I lost a grandmother last year to Alzheimer's, and I will tell you right now, if one of those officers had done that to my grandmother, I would be on the rooftop. I'm pissed as hell. And although this is a peaceful protest, I will not tolerate it anymore. And I hope that as a community, we will absolutely rise to the occasion to make sure that we have police reform and re-education standards. Not their standards, our standards. Our standards. I also want to ensure that our police and our city officials involved with this situation, with this case, and those who have participated and not said a word, who have kept things hush-hush, who have supported one another in this conspiracy of hiddenness, we're done. We're done.
No more.
No more. We have had enough. Thank you everyone for being here, for your support and your love. I want to tell you there is a gift basket up here. If you have a card or a donation, a gift that you wanted to give to Karen and her family, the basket is there in front of the table. If you would like to sign the petition, please do so. That's also at the table. And up next will be Will. He will be commencing a moment of silence, as well as a couple of songs that we can sing together as a community. Change starts today, my friends.
Thank you.
All right, Will. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Will King. I know a lot of you from Facebook. Yeah. So today, let's keep this about Karen. She is an amazing lady, and she has, unknowingly, made all of this happen today. And bless her heart. That's what we say in the South. We say bless your heart. So bless her heart every day. Can I just ask if there is anyone in the audience that knows anybody or have themselves been affected by dementia? Yeah. I know when I saw the footage for myself, the first thing I thought about was my mother. My mother has a lot of health conditions. She can't put her hands behind her back. They would break her arms trying to do that. Now we've gotten to the point to where they will break your arm so that they can do that.
Not okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. I think what I can do best is offer what I can do, and I'd like to at least, I'd like us all to sing "We Shall Overcome" after we take a moment of silence, please. Can we have a moment of silence for Karen? Moment of silence for Karen.
Silence! Moment of silence!
She deserves it.
There, thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Karen.
Amen.
That's what we should all be saying today. Thank you, Karen. I've actually been a little bit more involved with the city council and things over the last couple of years, and it's atrocious. It's atrocious. You wouldn't believe it. Go to a city council meeting. This is why there's problems.
We need change.
This is why there's problems. We need a council that's willing to fire our police chief, and should have done so over a month ago.
Yes.
This should have been done with. But we will do what we do, and we will assemble peacefully. And we won't cause a ruckus. We're not doing any of that. We're here for Karen. That's it.
Woo! Justice.
Karen.
Justice for Karen!
Justice for Karen. Hashtag justice for Karen. Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you guys don't mind, would you please join me in singing the civil rights song, We Shall Overcome? I think it really applies to our situation here today. It really does. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. One more verse with We Are Not Afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I still believe that we will overcome today. Let's change that to today, all right?
Yes!
Thank you, Karen Garner. Thank you, Karen.
Hey guys, is there anyone else in the crowd that would like to come up and speak?
Hi. I have. Hi, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Thank you. Thank all of you for coming out here. I'm so proud of all of you for taking this part of your day to make a difference. And I want to say that it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, or black or white, or have dementia or not. It doesn't matter. Police brutality is all around us, and it's every day.
What
And I
does
was
this
just
crowd
told
look like?
There was
Here,
an incident in our Loveland
what does this
police
crowd look
department
like? This is
where
what this crowd looks like.
raped a young woman.
It looks like
who
northern
was
Colorado.
inebriated when he arrested her.
So,
And
looks like northern
seeing how you're all my
Colorado.
best friends right now. My father was a bad cop. Back in like 1961, you're not allowed to tell anyone this. But the reason that he got taken off of the New York Police Department was because in his blue uniform, he molested young girls.
So we had to move. And we moved to Florida, where he was accepted on that police department in West Palm Beach. The reason we had to move again was because he was caught doing it again. My father was a pedophile. And if he had been stopped and arrested and put in jail when they first caught him, so many young women would not have fallen into his predatory grasp. So I just want to say it doesn't matter your color, your mental status, your sex. These people are out there with no education, with bully mentality, and it should not be. And I'm saying stop it now. Yes!
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, honey. We got some Kyle Wittenhouse wannabes over here.
Oh, really?
Bringing their AKs over here.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's because he's making up for his bulkiness. Yeah, both of them. You don't carry AKs unless you have a
Really tiny penis.
I'm really sorry for him. Teeny, teeny, weeny.
Teeny, teeny, weeny. Teeny, teeny, weeny.
Small dick energy with guns.
Small dick energy with guns. So, and this guy over here on the left is a firefighter who is over there defending the police action. The one on the left. The one on the left, he was the firefighter over here defending the police action. They are, apparently. And, yep.
You were over there earlier. And now he's got a badge and gun. You know, I think he's gonna hurt someone.
Yes, it is. You know what?
He doesn't just for fun. Yeah, I was like, I'm saying, But as a child, it wasn't saying that it's not illegal. I'm like, yes, it is. If they're letting me
Exactly. It's called police brutality. It's called police brutality. Come on, guys.
Yes. End it now.
Hi. So what is the purpose of bringing AKs out here?
To say that I'm a man and I can do that.
And then they have a really small penis.
I don't know what size their penis is, but their brain's not very big.
No, but that's usually what it means, honey.
I'm sorry. Their heads are all fucked off.
They are.
Their heads are all fucked off.
They are.
And they want to see power with weapons.
Yes.
Okay. Because that's what we do in our country. We don't talk. We just beat the fuck out of shit. Kill it or whatever we decide to do, but we don't talk.
Kill.
Yes.
Guns. You know, and I am not opposed to guns. I come from a hunting family.
Me too.
And I didn't hunt myself, but I know how to butcher an elk with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
You know, because I love to skeet shoot, and I don't need an AK because I'm not out trying to hunt people.
Right. What was I going to say? I don't know. Oh, in the United States, so if you look up guns per person in the United States,
yes,
the line is like this long amount of guns that we own.
Yes.
And so for every 100 people, there are 120 guns.
Yes.
And then then the next country is in the Middle East, I think.
Yes.
And our line's this long with gun ownership.
Yes.
The next highest country's line is this long.
It's like a third of that.
Oh, no, it's probably
Probably
like,
a quarter.
yeah, like 1/3
Yeah.
on this, and over here, yes, exactly what you just said.
Yes.
And hey, look at that lane like.
And do you realize that the police in the United States kill many, many, many times over than the rest of the world?
Oh, yes, they do. But because our police are hired from the military,
Right.
they go to the military and learn how to kill really good, and then they become
They
policemen.
become militarized, right? They went from slave catchers to militarized police, and it's not working for us. So, yeah.
Now, where did you grow up? What state?
Colorado.
Oh, I grew up in Wyoming too. We had a lot of guns.
I grew up in Colorado. I was born in Denver, Colorado, and I've lived all around Colorado my whole life.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
and no one got murdered where I grew up. Now, I'm going to be honest, I do have a daughter. And this is how interesting culture has gone, right?
Yes.
Because, she grew up, she knows hunting elk, hunting deer, skinning elk, skinning deer,
yes,
hacking out an elk from whatever, right?
Right.
But that fucking bitch bought herself a fucking AK-47.
For what reason?
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Because she needs to do that to kill prairie dogs. Because if you shoot them with a 22, she said, their guts just fall out, and you have to see that.
Well, maybe she needs to be a better shot.
Well, so then I told her, maybe we should just leave the fucking prairie dogs alone. So we
My father hated prairie dogs, and because he grew up as a rancher, and the holes, and they would break the horse's legs, and that's why he hated the prairie dogs. But he would stop it on the side of the road when I was a little girl, and he would shoot the prairie dogs. I hated it myself, but he'd shoot them with his shotgun, not an AK, or his rifle.
And like I said, you've been killing prairie dogs for 30 years. You probably still have the same amount that when you started 30 years ago.
Exactly.
You ain't going to get rid of them with a 22 or an AK. Holy shit, fucking, because I saw that AK like on her window.
No, they're going to the police
Yeah.
station.
Yes.
Come here, kids. And I was like, I texted her right away. What the fuck are you doing with the fucking AK?
Oh, I know. I'm sorry, honey.
And she's like,
Oh.
That's
All right, we're walking to the police station.
You can go catch up with March. But it was nice meeting. My name is Carol, by the way.
I'm Stephanie. Good meeting you.
Good meeting you too. What's your name? Gabriel. Gabriel. Nice to meet you, Gabriel. Stay safe. No justice, no peace. Fuck the racist police. They don't know. It's not Denver.
Start heading this way, maybe.
Oh, pretty dog. Oh, what a pretty dog. Oh, what a pretty dog.
Covering it all up. I have all the evidence. I have the video. This chief needs to go.
needs to go! This chief 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 needs to go!
More peace and power! Less police power! More peace and power! More peace and power!
Less police power!
I'm loud.
Justice for Karen!
Justice for Karen!
Sergeant Metzler beat me up in handcuffs in this very building, in the Sally Port.
That's not okay!
Not fair!
Retired Judge June gave me authority so I could defend myself at trial. With my investigative powers, I went down to Clifford Rydell's office where 3 Lambert County sheriffs walked me out of the Justice Center and said I had no right to investigate them. That is what you call breaking the color of law. When an authority in a position such as Clifford Rydell stops the community from investigating them. He said I had no right to investigate them. I was not a lawyer and I had no right. I was just a pawn. They used my case as a tool. I was facing 6 months in jail in a DV case. And the DA trumped up charges. When they found out I was defending myself, I was now facing 2.5 years in jail for exposing them at court trial. At the court.
Justice now, but this is for Karen.
Yeah.
This is about Karen.
This is for Karen.
Justice now
And
for
that's why
everybody.
I'm here.
Yes.
Remove the chief.
Remove the chief!
Depose Sheriff Smith.
Fucking Rydell fucked me up.
Yeah, all cops are bastards. All cops. Every fucking one.
Question these things.
It's our duty.
It's our obligation.
No justice!
No peace!
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 Fuck the Loveland police!
Fuck 12!
That's you.
Fuck the Lambert County Sheriff!
No apology, no peace. No apology, no peace. No apology, no peace. No apology,
No peace!
no apology,
No peace!
I just gotta go. Hey, Butler.
Board this place up.
Find out which court you were in.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Chief has got to go!
City council needs to be looked at hard.
Smith, hit the road!
Hello.
Hey, hey!
Ho ho!
Ho ho.
Be nice with that handcuff shit, bro. Be nice. Justice for Karen!
Justice for Karen!
Justice for Karen!
What do we want? Justice! No
Karen Garner! Karen Garner! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! No peace! No peace! No peace!
Motherfucking police!
That's right. That's right. ACAB.
Hey, I know you're angry, but there's absolutely no need to cuss. Okay? Act like a grown-up.
ACAB. ACAB.
Sorry, it's the first time you've heard an expletive. I'm fucking angry.
That's right. Exactly. That's right.
Fuck the police.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. No, you're all good. We're mad. You don't have to be sorry you're angry. You do not have to be sorry you're angry. We need to be angry.
If adult words offend you, then maybe you need a safe space at home.
That's right. It's okay. That's right.
Subject matter is it. Subject matter is the fucking police brutality. 73-year-old little lady. What happened to that? They can do that to you or They do. They do. Don't worry, everybody that, is thinking stuff, I'll be the one to say the inappropriate stuff. I'll be that guy. Here, here! I'm angry because I love all of you.
Thank you for that. You're welcome.
Okay, everyone. I know I don't have a megaphone, but I've got a really loud voice. And you know what? I'm willing to get loud. I'm willing to get loud.
Get loud.
Get loud. So what we want to do is first we just want to make a quick announcement. What we have been doing is working on painting rocks and placing them around the city that make those living here. And we want to remember everywhere you go. We are not stopping here, okay? So please, if you are open to painting rocks and placing them around the city, please do so. We really appreciate it. And then we would also really love to have everyone join us in amazing colors. And just end our protest with that. Are you willing to do that? Yeah. William's going to lead us.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Thank you, guys. And I appreciate your support and love. Let's love Karen through this process. Let's love our city and honestly, let's love our council members who can help us. Let's support them so they can help us with this change. It is critical, okay? So thank you guys, appreciate you. Thank you, Morgan, for putting this together.
will be watching, and I'm just so happy that we're able to honor her and show her our support. So thank you so much for everyone for making this possible.
God bless you, Ken!
I do have to do an interview.
No, you're so fine. I think there were a bunch of people that
Thank you very much. Thank you for your input, hon. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Where did my buddy go? There he is.
Yeah.
How are you?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
All right.
Good. Haven't seen you forever.
That's
I finally got a new tripod.
That's a unique one. I like that.
I know, isn't it nifty? Look at that.
Talk about quick release.
I know.
I go over there with mine, and I tighten it down so much I can't even get it loose.
I know, isn't that awesome? So,
I heard there's another one downtown.
there is at 2 o'clock at the Federal Reserve Building. Or not the Federal Building.
Which is...
So it's on Grant. I think it's on Grant, a couple of blocks north of Colfax.
Okay. Guess that's where I'm heading.
Oh, good. Were you gonna get some film?
Yep.
Okay, because I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go to Greeley. I got step kids over there, or step grandkids that I got placed on.
All right.
So I'm gonna do that, and then maybe I'll stop by on my way home. But it was really good seeing you.
You too.
Yeah, have a good one. Okay.
Try to beat this heat.
It's really hot today. I'm sweating like a pig.
I don't have AC in the car.
Oh no.
So, yeah.
Okay, well keep the windows open. Bye bye. Okay. So, the town of Loveland came out. That's great. Well, not the whole town, but it's good to see the town of Loveland coming out. Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to go.
luck.
So,
You have a little bit of a drive ahead of you, huh?
I do. I'm going to go to Greeley.
What's up in Greeley?
Step grandbabies.
Oh.
I have twice for them for the
Nice.
food bank. But anyway, I wanted to say goodbye and remind everybody that it is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win.
Yeah.
We must love and support one another.
Yep.
And we have nothing to lose but our chains.
True.
So, anyway, guys, I love you. See you again soon.